Hi and welcome. This is the Worship Cafe, episode 2, and today we're dealing with a simple topic, facing your fears. My name is Olan Adefihon. I'm your host, and I just want to share a few thoughts with you on today's episode. Just like you've heard the phrase, the die is cast, that ship has sailed, the deed is done. Don't cry over spilled milk. Those are things that have happened once the event you once feared has taken place. The worst has happened, or something you once dreaded has finally come to fruition. You all of a sudden realize, what was I afraid of? Okay, the heavens haven't fallen, the world has not come to an end. You have faced something you were really afraid of, and you've come out on the other side unscathed. Maybe with a few bruises, maybe you learned a thing or two. Maybe you're wiser, and maybe it was, outright failure. The most important thing is you faced up to what you really feared. Job said, the thing I feared the most has befallen me. The truth of the matter is, when God says to us in His holy book, fear not, He said it 365 times. It's a reassuring thing because He says, fear not. Once you believe the one who says, do not fear, then you have strength within you to face up to your fears. I recently concluded a live recording in a very professional studio. I couldn't afford the studio, but somehow there was provision, and I put a band together and we went and recorded an awesome session. But I tell you, I'd never dreamt of doing something that big in my entire life. I've played in front of live audiences, the tens of thousands, but this was like another step. But I've learned now, when you face up to your fears and trust in God, that all things are possible. What's life without a challenge? What is the thrill of success if there was no obstacle to overcome? What is a testimony without a test? So fears should remind you of a hope of glory, something coming afterwards once you've overcome. But there is no overcoming if you do not confront. And I know it sounds counterintuitive to run towards the storm rather than flee from the storm, because we know greater is the one who is in us than he that's in the world. So if you're a worship leader out there preparing to take to the stage, play to an audience you've never known, speak to an audience of people you've never met, now is the time to face your fears. This has been the Worship Cafe. I'll speak to you next week.